Hi, I'm Paula Goodmanson, Assistant Professor of Flute at the University of Minnesota Duluth, and today is the first day of the semester, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to record one of the Minnesota All-State Etudes. And this etude is from the Melodious and Progressive Studies. It's on page 12, and it's the lento at the bottom of that page. So I'm going to play it first, and then I'll talk about some of the things to think about as you're preparing for it. So a couple of things to keep in mind as you're preparing this etude. One is make sure that your tempo is not too fast, not too slow. So as it's indicated, you want to pick a tempo that you can feel in 4. So something like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. You also want to pick a tempo that is fast enough so that you can feel it in 2 also. So something sort of in between. As you're preparing this, make sure that you're paying really close attention to the dynamics. So for example, in the first 4 measures, it's really clearly marked what the dynamics are and what the breathing are. So in the first 2 measures, make sure you crescendo to the B flat in measure 2. So I'll play that first. So that needs to be the loudest moment. And then in measure 3, we want to play forte to juxtapose it to measure 4, which is pianissimo. So you really want to exaggerate those dynamics, okay? Two musical moments that I want to highlight for you. One is in measure 12. Make sure you exaggerate the growth of that repeated pattern, starting in measure 12 into the molto retard. So really exaggerate that moment at the end, right before the a tempo, rhythmically. I'll play just that moment. So you can take a lot of time there. There's another moment in the 3rd line. Notice where it says molto espressivo. There's another moment where you can really exaggerate the dynamics and you can really exaggerate the vibrato. So I'll play that molto espressivo moment. Okay, and then the last 3 measures are really, really interesting. Starting in the fermata, feel free to hold out that fermata. And in the last 3 measures, be very careful with the rhythm, okay? If you're counting in 1/8 notes, this is gonna, the triplets are gonna feel like a hemiola. So make sure that you're not rushing the triplets, that you're subdividing very, very, very carefully. Also, I'll highlight for you, you wanna exaggerate the allargando, the perdondosi to the pianissimo. Perdondosi meaning to lose or to disappear. So I'll play from the last 3 measures starting at the fermata. All right, I hope you found this little tutorial helpful in preparing for the Minnesota All-State, and keep an eye out for the next Etude. Thanks so much.